These scrambles were officially closed this year.
This one?
Yeah, but they are now open.
Oh, it was closed, huh? Yeah, there is a fire. Used to be. Mount Engadine. Trailhead.
Looks funny. He's stressed out, you know.
Of course. This is a hen. He wants to protect the hen. Yeah, you can go if you want. I have enough to. I'll just catch up when they are moving. Oh, they're not even afraid. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to chase him, but he's on my trail actually.
Yeah, that's fine. Nice.
He barely can fly, you know.
Mhm. That's a good close-up. That's a mountain rooster, isn't it? Hey. Yeah, Pavel now is on a summit. Good for you, Pavel. And yeah, I'll simply wait because I won't make it in time for the summit. And to continue further is not going to improve my views. Just some different angle maybe, but that's about it. Just following, I think, his tracks visible in the snow for future reference. Yeah, so here is a traverse. You can see the footprints further on again. rib. I suppose, yeah, you can see there. Where is it? Yeah, that's where they are. And then goes down the rib. And continues up in a gully all the way to the summit. Actually, I should go back up on a ridge. Yeah, and Pavel started his descent, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it? No, maybe it's just a rock. No. Okay. Just gonna step up on a ridge here again. Might as well film something. Oh yeah, so there must be more Nestor. I have a playlist with it. And I don't know this mountain. Mount Buller, I don't know. I think it's Mount Buller. Another scramble. Don't know about that peak. No view down on a side, on a valley below, and this side of the mountain is steep. And again the spray lakes. And that green lake with a parking lot on its right side. See other parking lots. I don't know exactly which one is that. So there is another one further. And another one. And another one. Lots of them. Oh yeah, must be. I can't recall at the moment. We'll check out later. Montassiniboin. Also known as the Matterhorn of the Rockies. For its resemblance to the mountain in Switzerland with a name. Some mountains further west. More mountains covered partially in clouds. Nice view. Highway 40 continues. And a series of ridges and peaks. This must be Pocatera Ridge. Or is it? No, it's not. No, sorry, no Pocatera Ridge. Well, actually, I should close this video here. Not to go over the 15 minutes limit. So we are descending from Engadine Mount.
Engadine.
How high it is?
According to my GPS, and yeah, it was 2996, but according
But officially it says it's 3,000, over 3,000 or under 3,000?
under 3000,
Under?
I say 2975 something. 2970.
Where?
Here.
Yeah. Oh,
2970. My GPS showed a
In a
little
sec.
bit more, but
in a
it's hard to
second.
say.
Yeah, 2970. Yeah, almost 3,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a nice day.
Yeah, I enjoy it too. I didn't make the summit, like I said before. But so how was? You said it wasn't more difficult from the ridge where I was
Yeah.
all the way to the summit.
Actually,
It was steep, but
what we did together,
yeah.
it was even a little bit more difficult than what I did, like all the way to the summit. It was just steep, like steep kicking.
For me, probably would have taken a couple more hours,
yeah,
which
a
I
little
didn't
bit
had,
more.
which I didn't had today.
Yeah.
Because I said, what's the point of going only to the ridge and then come back, There's no point in doing that, because I couldn't make it to the summit in time, right?
Yeah,
I
but
said, it's no better views unless you reach the ridge, the summit ridge, right?
yeah,
The views don't change, really.
from summit views are very nice. Like
Yeah, from the summit.
360.
Or from the ridge too, no?
From the ridge also, yeah. From the ridge.
But but up to the ridge, it's not going to be any different, right? No, so that's why I didn't want to continue.
No.
And it's fine with me, because
And you still have to travel
I had
to
enough.
the right where are no views.
yeah, plus that. And, yeah, that's where I stopped. It's the first traverse after the ridge, and that would have taken me to the summit ridge and then summit. So you say that mountain, it's the most difficult scramble we did together, actually. Smuts.
Yes, Mount Smuts or
Yeah,
Smuts
from a different angle now,
from different
because now the feast is visible on the left as opposed to where we were. And that's of course, what's the U-shaped ridge again?
This horseshoe
Oh,
shape,
yeah.
U-shape, it's a tent ridge.
Tent ridge.
Yes.
Yeah, actually it looks like a tent, you know,
Yeah.
the shape of a tent, but it's actually the whole loop. It's the route. So that's
Mount Birdwood.
Mount Birdwood.
To the left from Smoot,
Uh-huh.
very high one.
Yeah,
Yes, this peak.
that's pretty much. I don't know if it's
Over
climbable.
3,000 meters.
Plus, it's not climbable unless I don't know by an expert
Technical
climber.
climb,
Yeah,
so
and that's called Mount Sir Douglas,
11,000.
11,000 here.
Yeah.
A good
Second
angle.
highest mountain in Kananaskis.
Okay, after Assiniboine.
After Geoffrey, of course.
Oh yeah,
Assiniboine
Assiniboine is in
BC.
Banff.
In BC.
It's in Banff National Park, which is
It's
over
not
there.
in Banff National Park.
Oh no?
It's
Oh,
in Mount Assiniboine Provincial Park, which lies in BC.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a parking lot, as I mentioned before. I don't see the pond in the morning. Do you see the pond in the morning? I missed seeing the pond.
Oh, I didn't see
Because it's
it,
covered
no.
by the trees. So you say that's a cone mountain?
That
right
one,
there.
yeah.
Well, you see what I'm pointing?
Yeah, you're pointing like cone mountain, I think. Yeah, so right.
Was
yeah,
that's a summit, you think?
this one to the right, the third one is the highest one. I think it's the summit, like 95%.
Okay. So what else do you recognize? You mentioned some.
And this ridge to the right, like low one,
Yeah.
they call it like Mont Fortune.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mont Fortune. And that ridge behind,
Yeah.
it's Sundance Range. So
Sundance Range, which goes all the way to Banff.
yeah, exactly.
And the trail too, or the
And
road. even.
most peaks are without names actually, so it's hard to say which mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Without
Yeah, Sundance Ridge is pretty clear. But there, you said there are a couple of more peaks that's probably hard to get to. They're not very popular peaks. You remember right from Assiniboine, but closer to here.
Yes, like 95% of course. I think it's Mont Turner and Mont Morrison.
Okay, so which ones are...
These two peaks, like
Oh,
this
right
ridge
here
actually,
ahead?
like, to the left from Assiniboine, but of course closer.
Uh-huh,
This
yeah.
range is like these two peaks, like
Okay.
Turner and Morrison. Like.
Yeah. And this is Spray Lake Reservoir, of course. And I guess that's about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot for showing us, guiding us through the area, Pavel.
Thank you for joining me and filming. You know.
Hey, no, my pleasure. Congrats for summiting, and next time is my turn.
Yeah, maybe.
When I'll
Or
be
together.
more rested, you know, or together. Yeah. Alrighty, that's it from Kananaskis. Oh, by the way, that also it's you see that
Commonwealth Peak.
ridge? Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Between
That's Commonwealth Ridge. That's Commonwealth Ridge, which I have a playlist.
This is Commonwealth Peak, exactly. To the right, what
To
you're
the right
looking,
is
yeah,
Commonwealth Peak, which is
Exactly,
a difficult scramble. And that ridge is supposed to be
So
further
you've done
on.
that ridge to the left or what?
Yeah, but not the whole thing, you know. The last section, it's because it was like this, you know, with snow. It was like in the winter, you know, with snowshoes.
Oh, okay.
But it's supposed to have a very exposed section on the right side when you curves there. Yeah, you see when the curves right.
Yes, I
Yeah.
see.
Up to there it's okay. I've been there, but once we curves right, it's supposed to be very exposed. So yeah, what about that mountain straight up ahead? You see? Any idea?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna.
Well, we are running out of data here. That will do. Oh, there are two.
Yeah,
Two coyotes. Wow, that's awesome, man. Probably a pair, right? They are now splitting up. But I still see the one on the left. Oh, he's coming back this way. Oops. Why don't you take a picture?
I have been deep in the backpack, my camera.
Oh, it doesn't matter, he's still there.
Oh, and my camera is not good, really.
It's too far?
Yeah, it's too far.
He's just gonna disappear now.
Oh, you have good zoom.
Yeah,
You have
you
really
see?
good zoom.
Uh-huh. I really like to catch up wildlife, you know. It's almost gone, see?
There is a big chance we're gonna see moose today. So.
Oh yeah, you remember we saw like 4 last time?
Or 5 even.
Yeah, with a calf. So what are those mountains, you know?
These mountains?
El Poca or behind?
King Creek Ridge and even Thomas, I guess.
Even Thomas?
Blaine is on the right,
Oh yeah?
I think.
Oh. Yeah, that's it. That's one difficult.
Yeah.
Blaine. Yeah. I'm gonna close up the loop. And that on ahead, I don't know what it is, but...
Hard to say from this angle.
Sorry?
Hard to say from this angle. The
Yeah,
cameras were
yeah.
officially closed this year.
This one?
Yeah, but they are now open.
Oh. It was close, huh? Yeah, there is a fire. Used to be. Mount Engadine. Trailhead.
Looks funny. He's stressed out, you know.
Of course. This is a hen. He wants to protect the hen. You can go if you want. I have enough of you. I'll just catch up when they are moving. Oh, they're not even afraid. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to chase him, but he's on my trail actually.
Yeah, that's fine. Nice.
He barely can fly, you know.
That's a good close-up. That's a mountain rooster, isn't it? Hey. Spray Lakes Reservoir. Mount Assiniboine, I believe it is, in a background, and now I'm going to zoom on a parking lot. Highway 40, and I'm finishing up the loop because I have to continue now the ridge walk. Actually, start the ridge walk.
To reach that point is kinda experience.
Yeah, I mean, of course, but why not try? We are very prepared with equipment, so I'm just gonna put my crampons on and follow you, man. We both got 30 meters of rope, so it's all good. Got also gear. How is it so far? Is it?
So far, so good.
Okay. Hey. Yeah. Oh, I got some very nice shot of Pavel climbing the last approach to the summit ridge. Yeah, he took off ahead of me. He's faster. Just below I will show you my tracks. I was kinda off on a side from where he went, a bit more slabby, cliffy. The thing was, both my crampons fell off. I have to carry my hands at some point, and I wasted a lot of time for that. It was quite steep and slow going. You can see it here. You can see my tracks on the right. It's kind of hard to zoom because the light is kind of interfering, and his tracks are on the left. So yeah, for me it was more rocky and slippery, slowed me down. Yeah, so we were traversing here on the left side, facing this way, and you can see the trucks over there. Yeah. So that's Spray Lake reservoirs. Amazing panorama. Again, the parking lot is right on the green turn. Yeah, I'm gonna turn around quickly to catch Pavel's last steps. I really don't know if I'm gonna make it today. Most likely I won't, because he's not gonna wait for me. And as soon as I intersect him on his way down, I'll probably have to decide to join him. Fortunately, that's the way it is. Yeah, he's doing good, Pavel. Lots of peaks now. Mount Assiniboine covered in clouds, and I'll end up here for now. I'll see how far I can go, as I said, and we'll see from there. Pavel's last approach to the summit on Mount Engadine, by the way, Mount Engadine. I believe it has 3,000 something, not quite sure. Yeah, I'm at 23 meters elevation, and that's Mount Engadine right there, and that summit is now Pavel starting his descent. He was way faster than me. My crampon slowed me down too. Fell off and I wasted a lot of time. I couldn't put them on because it was too steep terrain, and delay accumulated, as I mentioned in my previous video, so I decided not to continue, simply because since I would have made the summit in time, I would have had to return from somewhere on that face, then down on a traverse here, which will not improve the views at all. From this very point on this ridge, the views are quite spectacular, and they will do for me for today. I'm going to zoom on some other peaks visible. These are Canadian Rockies, pretty much from every ridge, in this case, or summit, you have different angles of tens and tens of mountains. Depending on the location, you can have more or less mountains. You can have mountains that you have been on or that you have seen from other mountains. It's always interesting. Looks like my face recognition is zooming on that mountain for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll finish the loop and zoom on Pavel descending again from Mount Engadine. Then I'll continue zooming on other peaks. Just doing a little traverse above the gully to return to this side, to the right side. Obviously he cannot descend all the way in a gully, for obvious reason. See what's there? It's way too steep. So he will make his way to the right and pretty much follow his own tracks back. Yeah, so I continue zooming again on some further peaks. The wind is picking up just a little bit. Not too bad. The sun is still, but very cold. Must be. I got a little thermometer here. I'll check in a bit. another peak, ridges, and again I'm going to return Pavel. Pavel seems to be still in that spot. I know he's probably stuck or trying to traverse safely. Anyway, my hand is getting cold, so I'll have to stop it here and film more Pavel's descent in a few minutes. Yeah, I'll do a quick loop. That's Mount Engadine, where Pavel is continuing his descent from the summit. Doing a quick loop. He's kind of behind a little wall there. He has to scramble. So he's not popping up enough. So may as well get some nice shots of the sunny surroundings. Okay, so now I have Pavel in view again. He's on the other side and starting his descent. Pavel's progress. It's doing good. Was facing the mountain for a few moments. Must have been steep. It's hard to judge how steep a mountain is from such a distance. Some people say, and I agree, you have to be on the face to be able to really judge its steepness. And on top of that, it may be slabby, it may be icy, it may be all sorts of problems there, not enough handholds and footholds and stuff like that. So really you can't tell a situation from such a distance. Beautiful clouds and peaks. Now Pavil. Descending now straight forward, gain some speed. And I will close up my video again. The view of the lake. Still sunny on Mount Engadine ridge where I am now, and I'm going to zoom on Pavel descending from the summit of Mount Engadine. In between, taking another panorama 360 on this location. And zooming on whatever mountains I might have missed previously. nearby now. It's more out of the clouds than before. But I have it on so many of my videos. It's a classic already for my channel. Let's continue with Pavel. Standing on a steep slope. Using his eye socks, he has crampons. Traversing a little, descending. I don't often have a chance to film my climbing partners. It's a perfect timing, perfect conditions, sunny, and I'm at a proper distance from him, and he's descending a rather steep side of Mount Engadine, so I'm going to keep filming him for a little while yet. Now it's in a shadow. Should probably do a loop meanwhile. This beautiful panorama. Where is he? Oh yeah. It's coming in a sunny spot again. Oh yeah. following his foot tracks on the ascent. Now he's doing a little traverse. Yeah, my hand is frozen again, so I'm gonna stop here. Pavel continuing his descent. It's easier, not as steep. His descent from Mount Engadine. Here his descent series. This is the way we came up. Yeah, so now Pavel is below the highest point I've been. He's been to the summit of Mount Engadine, and descending following his, basically now our tracks. That's the way he went up, but oh no, what is he doing? He's actually following my tracks. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Tracks were over there on the left. That's where my crampons fell off and wasted time, stuff like that. Yeah, he will have to just continue along this ridge. There's clearly difference here as well. That's where the shoulder is, where the ski poles are. From there you have the first nice panoramic view of the area. it's Mount Engadine. All the trucks, Pavel's trucks, all the way to the summit. Yeah, but they still live a long life in the wilderness. It's a hen, wild hen, also known as a happy hen. It's not going to be, not going to become the next steak. No, not steak, chicken breast. Sorry, not steak. Don't worry. Hey. Yeah, so we are back at the creek. We had to bushwalk and then go up on a steep burnt forest from last summer fires. And here is a hen we encountered, perhaps the same one we encountered on the way up. It was a pair then, it was a rooster. So basically it's a fowl, not really a bird, you know? It's, how do you call it? Fowl or a bird?
Oh, I don't know. Don't ask me.
Fair enough.
I don't wanna say anything stupid.
Oh yeah, don't ruin my videos, man. Alrighty.
20 minutes from car.
Yeah. So basically, don't follow left, follow right. Burnt forest, and then you turn left. Eventually, after that, no?
Yeah.
That's what we did. Yeah.
Take Gali's Cree and take left.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's all good. So.
Very nice.
It's Mount Engadine. That's a summit where Pavel went, and that's the first ridge where I went. And beyond that, it's a continuation. It looks pretty steep. Oh. It's hard to believe, that you can actually get to the top, man. From this far.
But it always looks worse from the down, you know, from down the Mount Nestor.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
and Buller is behind, no? Mount Buller.
yeah, Buller is behind.
Yeah. And the trailhead is over there. Yeah, so basically when you go up, you gotta go on this side of the cliffs,
Yeah, on
and
the
then
right,
turn left,
Verset.
beyond the second one, and then go up eventually along the ridge, and then do a traverse once you go down, and then again up
You know what I think?
on a gully.
That the first like a gully snowy, it's the gully we took to get the ridge. You know which one I'm talking. Between the first bump and
You
the
mean
second bump.
on a summit peak?
No,
part?
on the first part like of the ridge. This snowy gully,
Oh.
like a long one, all the way down to the trees. It's the gully we took the scree to
But
get
which
the
one
ridge.
is in a movie, in a video?
It's this one, I guess.
You see, are you saying that's where? Oh, that's where we were.
I think so. My personal.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But then we got to the summit of that.
On the summit of that one.
On here.
And another one. And this one, I guess. This middle one, It's where you've been.
No, but
for sure.
not on a gully. On a gully we went right after that, no? Oh, it was just a cow.
Just cow?
Yeah, yeah, it was a cow because maybe, yeah, it took off. She took off right away. So what's the mountain? You know?
This one, I don't know.
What's that one? Since we stopped, Not sure?
Not sure.
What about that?
Mount Chester, of course. That one. And that one
And
is
the-
like a. It's not Mount Galatia itself, but where Galatia starts, maybe reach,
Mm-hmm.